In this session, let us understand what is meant by MHD, that is magnetic hydrodynamic systems. What are the working principle of MHD? What are the types, broad classification, and merits and demerits? MHD generation. MHD generation, also known as magneto-hydrodynamic power generation. As the name implies, it is concerned with the flow of conducting fluid in presence of magnetic and electric field. The fluid may be gas at elevated temperature, higher than normal temperature, that is the increased temperature, or liquid like sodium or potassium. It is a direct energy conversion. It is not indirect, it is a direct energy conversion which converts heat energy directly into electrical energy without any intermediate mechanical energy conversion, as opposed to the case of all other power generating plant. So there we want some media, but here it is a directly converted. So MHD generator is a device which converts heat energy of a fuel directly to electrical energy. So here the heat engine, whose efficiency, like all heat engine, is increased by supplying the heat at the highest practical temperature, which is a practically possible temperature. You are going to increase it and rejecting it at the lowest practical temperature. So what we are talking in thermodynamics, source and sink, right? Source will be at the highest practically possible temperature, and sink is the lowest practical possible temperature. Generally it is ambient temperature, right? When we talk, sink will be at ambient temperature. We cannot bring 0 degree in many cases. So here that's why it is a very important term over here. Therefore, in this process, the substantial fuel economy can be achieved due to elimination of link process of producing mechanical energy and then again converting into electrical energy. So MHD generation looks the most promising of the direct conversion technique for the large scale production of electrical power. Next one is, what is the history of MHD generation? The concept of MHD generation was introduced for very first time by Faraday in year 1832, right? And he in fact carried out the experiment by measuring the current flow of river Thames in the earth magnetic field. So in 1832 this has been started by Michael Faraday. This experiment in a way outlined with the basis for the concept behind MHD generation. Over the years, then several research work has been conducted on the topic, and later in August 13, 1940, this concept of magneto-hydrodynamic power generation was accepted, and the process for conversion of heat energy directly into electrical energy without any mechanical sublink. Next one is principle of MHD power generation. The Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction states that when a conductor and a magnetic field moves in respect to each other and electric voltage is introduced in the conductor. The conductor need not be solid, it may be gas or liquid. So, this is a Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, right? Which states that the conductor and magnetic field moves in a relative motion. Then the voltage is induced in a conductor which result in the flow of current across the terminals. The magneto-hydrodynamic generator uses this principle by forcing high pressure, high temperature combustion gas through strong magnetic field. As the name implies, the magneto-hydrodynamic generator, as will be shown in the next slide, is concerned with the flow of conducting flow in the presence of magnetic and electric field in a conventional generator or alternator. The conductor consists of copper winding or strips, while in MHD generator, the hot ionized gas or conducting fluid replaces solid conductor. Mean to say, generally what we see, maybe in our mixie or in a fan, all are conductor which is having copper winding. But when it comes to the MHD generator, we can find only some hot ionized gas or conducting fluid which replaces the solid conductor. A pressurized electrically conducting fluid flows through the transverse magnetic field in a channel or a duct. A pair of electrodes are located on the channel wall at a 90 degree to the magnetic field, which is at a right angle, and connected through an external circuit to deliver power to load connected to it. The electrode in the MHD generator performs the same function as brushes in a conventional DC generator. The MHD generator develops DC power and the conversion to AC is done using an inverter. The power generated per unit length by MHD generator is approximately given by P is equal to sigma U V square by P. What is these things? Let us understand. Where U in the earlier expression stands for fluid velocity. We are using that in our heat transfer, right? The velocity of the fluid, right? It is U is the fluid velocity. B is the magnetic flux density, right? The magnetic flux density is given by the notation B, and sigma is the electrical conductivity of the conducting fluid, and P is the density of the fluid. It is evident from the equation above that for the higher power density of MHD generator, there must be a strong magnetic field of 4 to 5 Tesla. Tesla is the unit what we use to measure magnetic field, and high flow velocity of conducting fluid beside adequate conductivity. MHD cycles. Let us see how many MHD cycles are there. The MHD cycle can be of two types, namely open cycle MHD and closed cycle MHD. Let us understand what is meant by open cycle MHD. Here the fuel such as oil, coal, natural gas is burned in the combustion chamber and air required for the combustion is supplied from the air preheater. So it is something connected to conventional. So the atmospheric air at very high temperature and pressure is passed through the strong magnetic field. So I want to pressurize that one. Surely I want a compressor, right? Then only it can be compressed to higher pressure, and temperature to get, I use a air preheater which heats this one above the ambient condition. Coal is first processed and burned in the combustor at a high temperature of 2700 degree centigrade and a pressure about 12 ATP with preheated air from plasma. Here, the hot gases produced by the combustion chamber are then seeded with a small amount of ionized alkali metal to increase the electrical conductivity of the gas. Right? So the resulting mixture will be having electrical conductivity of about 10 Siemens per meter is expanded through the nozzle. So as to have high velocity, then it is passed to the magnetic field of MHD generator. During the expansion of the gas at high temperature, the positive and negative ions move to the electrode and thus constitute an electrical current. The ionization of any fuel like potassium takes place due to the gases produced at a temperature very high. That is, as I told earlier, it is around 2300 to 2700 by combustion. The hot pressurized working fluid so produced leave the combustion chamber and passes through the nozzle, that is a convergent divergent. The gases coming out of the nozzle at a very high velocity enter to the MHD generator. The expansion of the hot gases that takes place in the generator surrounded by the powerful magnet, right? So the MHD generator produces direct current by using inverter. This direct current can be converted into our alternative current. So direct current means the current which you have got like a batteries. The electric batteries are all direct current. Let us see what is meant by closed cycle MHD. As the name suggests, the working fluid in a closed cycle MHD is circulated in a closed loop. Hence, in this case, inert gas or liquid metal is used as the working fluid. And the fluid metal has typically the advantage of high electrical conductivity. Hence, the heat produced by the combustion material need not be too high. Contrary to the open loop system, there is no inlet and outlet for the atmospheric air. In the earlier one, when we have seen the open cycle, air inlet and air outlet was there. So I was using the air, compressing it, and compressed air has been passed through the nozzle, right, in the expansion device. But here there is no inlet and outlet for the atmospheric air. Hence, the process is simplified to a great extent, as the same fluid is circulated time again and again for effective heat transfer. What are Other points is here. Let us see what are the advantages of MHD system. The MHD generation over conventional method are they reduces the mechanical losses to nil and makes the operation more dependable. The temperature of working fluid is maintained by the wall of MHD. Second one, it has the ability to reach full level almost directly. The price of MHD generator is much lower than conventional generator. MHD has very high efficiency compared to that most of the conventional or non-conventional method of generation. And it is the points which have been not mentioned over here is it is more reliable since there is no moving parts. And as earlier told, it is efficient up to 40 to 50% compared to the steam power plants. Here the power generated are free of pollution, but when we compare it to the power generated from the power plants like a thermal power plant, it will be polluted, right? We are dumping the emission gas into the atmosphere. That is not seen here. As soon as it is started, it can reach to the full power level. The size of the plant is considerably small than the conventional fossil fuel plant. Less overall operational cost is one more advantage. The capital cost of MHD is comparable to those of conventional steam plant, and it is a better utilization of fuel we can see in MHD, and it is suitable for peak power generation and emergency services. Let us see some drawbacks also. The MHD system suffer from the reverse flow, that is short circuits of electron through the conducting fluid around the end of a magnetic field. This loss can be reduced by increasing aspect ratio, that is L by D ratio of the generator, or by permitting magnetic field poles to extend beyond the end of electrodes, or by using insulated vands in the fluid duct and in the inlet outlet of the generator. The second main drawback is here it is a high friction losses and heat transfer losses. It is around 12%, which is a bigger loss compared to other transmission lines. The MHD system operates at a very high temperature to obtain very high electrical conductivity, but the electrode must be relatively at a low temperature. Hence, the gas in the electrode is cooler. This increases the resistivity of the gas near the electrode, and hence there will be very large voltage drop across the gas film. By adding seed material, the resistivity can be reduced. One more disadvantage is the MHD system needs very large magnet, and hence it is a major expense. Coal, when used as a fuel, poses the problem of molten ash, and we have seen it is a clinker formation, right? When it is the molten ash mixes, it will form the clinker, which may short circuit the electrode. Hence, oil or natural gas are considered to be the much better fuel for this system. This restriction on the use of fuel makes the operation more expensive. So these are some drawbacks, and to talk a little bit more here, the MHD system is more promising in coming days, because as the pollution norms are increasing, though it is not very much developed in India, but because since we are slowly switching on to the from thermal power station to solar, next from solar, because solar has also got its own disadvantage for a limited area, we are surely passing on to MHD. Thank you.